So next up, we are turning to what is probably the most viral entry this year, and I think it's probably the most viral entry I've seen in a long time. We are going to Iceland. I mean, I'm not going to Iceland, but you get the idea. So this year, Iceland have gone a full 180 to something completely out the box yet again, but quite different from last year's. This year, alarm going off, apologies. This year they are being represented by Daði, and the group is Gagnamagnið, or something like that. I am so sorry. I should be able to do Icelandic a lot easier, and I still struggle with it. Anyway, the song is called Think About Things. I do know what the song is about, so this is my take on the performance. There's one thing I remember. He always has an outfit with that colour, and he always has like an animated face printed on it. I love this little this retroness about it. It's like an earworm. I think it's this aspect, like the dance as well, which people have caught on to so much. Like, it's jam. I can hear that 80s feel about it, but it works in like 2020, and I wouldn't expect any other country to send this. I think the vocals that work so well all together. It's like, it's got that good vibe about it. It's like one of those songs that's like, it's either going to do really well or it's going to do really bad. There's no in between. It's like, I get the hype of it and I don't get the hype of it. But it's so memorable at the same time. Okay, if I'm being truly honest, I don't get the hype as much as a lot of other people do. It's still a great song, but I can't help but think that, yes, okay, I did not personally want this to win. I'm still that little bit miffed that Oculus Videla did not win. And I'm even more miffed that it didn't even make the super final. But regardless, I think the great thing about it is that it stands out. There's no entry that it doesn't sound like any other entry, and I think that's a great thing, because there's one thing I love about Iceland is that when they send entries that are so out the box, it's almost like it's going to be one way or the other. You're either going to do really well or you're going to do pretty bad. And I personally hope it's the former. I hope they do really well, because after all this hype, I think, well, it kind of deserves it in a way. Would I say it's a winner? Probably. I don't know. I really don't know. It could very well win it, for all I know. But I don't think the juries are going to go for it half as much as the televote will. I must say that. I think the televote will catch on to it, but I feel like the juries may not so much. I think there'll be points there, but if anything, I'll probably say it's probably got more of a chance of going top 10. But then I've been saying that with a few songs, so I guess that's a good way of trying to battle it out. I love Danny's vocal. I always love a deep vocal. And he's got some pretty good control over it, and his backing group as well, they all fit in so well together. It feels more like, rather than being a solo act, I feel like, because it's not really a solo act, is it? It's kind of like a group act. I do know at the same time that his wife is also accompanying him on stage, and that is, I think she's the one she's the small lady with the curly hair, and I know the girl with the long blondish hair, I believe, is his sister. So I love how it's a very family affair type thing. And also, he is so tall. Like, from what I heard, he's like 6'9", 6'10", and I'm like, trust me, I dated somebody, well, a long time ago, I must admit. I dated somebody who was like 6'8", and I know what the definition of tall is, but that's like, oh god, holy, that's really tall. Um, so if he's going to any pretty parties, I'm just going to be standing there like, okay then. Um, so yeah, I'm happy with the song. I'm happy with what they've chosen. In terms of their qualification, because I'm sure it will get to the final. It's in semi two. If it was in semi one, I'd be a little bit more concerned, but because it's in semi two, I am totally convinced it will qualify. I'm totally convinced it will do really well, but I don't know what to think half the time. So I'm gonna score this anyway. Vocals, it's definitely an 8. I can't give it any higher. I can't give it any lower. It's an 8, and the song, I think. It's an earworm, it's catchy, it's got good things about it. It's not a personal favourite of mine, but it's still pretty good. So, oh god, I really don't know what to give it, to be honest. I'm going to give a 9. I'm going to give a 9 on it because it's definitely got that vibe going for it. So, Iceland, you're on 17 points for me. It's a wonder after that I did actually lose my voice because earlier on I thought I was starting to lose it a little bit. So I suppose that's what happens when you're not too well. Anyways, I'm gonna give or take. I'm gonna try and get round to doing Serbia next. Otherwise, I'll have to try and find some other time to do it. Anyway, take care of yourselves.